With me is Michael Shifter. He's president of the Inter-American Dialogue. Michael, thanks so much for coming in.
Pleasure, thank you.
This is shaping up to be perhaps the tightest race for Morales in his political career. What do you think is hurting him this time around? Was it his push to run for another term, perhaps?
I think that his push to run for another term in defiance of a referendum, which he lost, and the country's constitution is a major issue and a major concern for people. I just think people are also tired. If he wins another term, he will be in office 20 years. That's a long stretch, and I think especially the young Bolivians want change. The economy is not what it was. Morales presided over a very good economy, saw reductions in poverty for a long time, but the economy is slowing, and it just doesn't have they have to borrow, they're going into debt, so the economy is also a major factor that I think has caused some discontent.
There are predictions that Morales could be forced into a runoff this time around. What do you think his chances are then, if that happens?
Well, I think we're in uncharted territories. He's never had to face such a tight race. It really depends on whether the opposition can unite. If all the parties of the opposition, not only Carlos Mesa, who would be his contender, but the other parties, the smaller parties, back Mesa, then I think he's going to be in trouble. But that remains to be seen. You know, there are rivalries, there are differences, and so forth.
Tell us about, speaking of Mesa, his closest rival. What does he bring to the table that might attract voters away from Morales? Is it just change, or is it something else?
Well, it's change. He's a modern thinker and former president, so he has that experience. He's somebody who I think is much more committed to democratic norms and democratic practices. That has been a major focus of his campaign. And I think people are worried that if Morales has another term, he would move in an authoritarian direction. I think Mesa gives a lot more confidence that he's going to respect the Constitution and respect the rule of law. And I think many Bolivians find that appealing.
You talked about the economy as being one issue. What are some of the other concerns that Bolivians have right now?
Well, there have been some corruption scandals with involving Morales and his government that has created some real discontent and disenchantment with him. There is this kind of creeping sense of more authoritarian, more autocratic rule that many Bolivians don't like. And so, you know, they think that people just want a change. But the economy is a big factor in this. Morales has a very positive legacy, but he's pushing it. And I think that now that the economy is slowing, a lot of Bolivians are looking for a change.
All right, well, lots to watch. Still, the results are coming in, so we'll probably have you back to analyze everything. Michael Shifter with the Inter-American Dialogue. Thanks so much for your perspective.
Thank you.